Yo, what's up? It's your boy, Justin Sullivan Brown, kicking it with my boy Keith Andrew. He's a really dope guy. Y'all make sure y'all check out his show. Make sure y'all check out our episode and follow me, Shayari Sullivan, on all music platforms and Instagram and TikTok and all that. Check us out.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host, Keith Andrew, and you're watching the Keith Andrew Network. That's available on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and all social medias. Hashtag Keith Andrew Network, hashtag talk show host with a learning disability. Today, we're here with Justin Brown. It's a real honor and privilege having you as a guest on the Keith Andrew Network, and this is officially 1,185 episodes. That's right, you can enjoy all 1,185 episodes available on the Keith Andrew Network. So that being said, the first question I want to ask you is tell our audience a little bit about yourself.
Okay, first off, let me say, wow, I can't believe I'm the 1,085th episode. Wow, how long have you been doing this?
12 and a half years.
Oh my goodness. I actually have a podcast. Normally we do Tuesday nights on my Facebook Live. It's called What's the 2 Cents? It's me and my crazy panelist. And we've only been doing it for like almost 2 years. So you're 12 years in the game. That's wow. That's amazing. But a little bit about me, yes. Like you said, my name is Justin Sullivan Brown. My stage name is Shayari Sullivan. So that's my music name. I do have music out on all music platforms: Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, Google Music, YouTube, all that. We got music on all that. And check me out there. And I'm also an actor. I forgot, where was I going with this? You said, I'm just rambling.
Oh, tell our audience a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, okay, y'all have to excuse me. I'm a goofball. And but yeah, that's me. I'm an actor, I'm a singer, I'm a songwriter, I'm a burlesque performer. I just love to entertain. I love to be on the stage. And that's what I do. Just a little bit of my backstory. Since you're letting me have talk. Nobody ever lets me talk. So I guess I'll just take the moment. Just a little bit about me. I am from Knoxville, Tennessee, home of the UT Vols. And I grew up in a house where I have a big brother. His name's Jake Brown. Shout out to Jake Brown. He raps on like majority of my songs. We might as well say we're a group, but really I'm a solo artist, but we basically a group. If you check out my song, I Only Miss You When I'm Horny, you'll hear him rapping on it. And I remember he used to rap, he used to sing, and I remember I wanted to be like him, and I begged him to take me to the studio, and he wouldn't. And then I said, well, I'm going to go to the studio myself. And I ended up writing a song, finding somebody to record me. And I took it back to him. And he was like, wow, this is good. And that's kind of what began my recording life. And then I ended up being in a group where I sang the hooks and they rapped and I sang the hooks. Shout out to Truth ENT. Then they kicked me out the group, probably because I run off of my mouth too much. And then I went to college. And in college, I teamed up with a really good friend of mine, and we formed a group. And then after that, I went solo after we graduated, went separate ways. And I've been making music videos and putting it on my YouTube channel, Shayari Sullivan, and put music out there on all the platforms. And I started acting. I got signed to an agency, and I've been doing TV and movies ever since. Currently, I'm in a movie called Incredulous that you can watch on Amazon Prime and Tubi. And y'all, that character is like, it was very different. Um,
Oh,
it's,
different is good.
oh my God. So, like the things that I was doing, I don't want to give the movie away, but just know that's not who I am in real life. Every time I get a movie, I'm always playing a character that is so different than who I am. And I love that as an actor. Um, but yeah, check me out in the movie Incredulous. I'm also in a movie called The Men Pray To. I'm not The Men Pray To. I'm sorry, Men Pray To, because that was directed by a very, very good mentor of mine, Sister JJ. Shout out to her. Um, she kind of took me under her wings and put me in a couple of her productions as well. And you can watch Men Pray 2 on Amazon Prime, and I think that's on Tubi as well. Um, so y'all check that out. And yeah. Another thing. I'm sorry, that's my dog. Happy. Hush. Uh-oh.
I don't hear anything.
You don't hear him?
Nope.
He's barking loud in my ear. Happy, come here.
Well, let me ask you. The next question I want to ask you is how has the coronavirus impacted your life and your career? And do you see life in a different point of view?
Um, hold on, please. I'm sorry, y'all. That my dog. I don't know. Can you see someone's at the door or something? Okay, I'm so sorry. So, 2020, that was actually a very special year for me because um I was able to have time to do the things that I love because I'm actually a preschool photographer by day. So I saw the face you made. It is not a cute job. The babies get on. They are crying. They're screaming. They're pooping. They're sneezing. It's a lot. They're sick, boogers, snot. I have to try my best to get a cute picture, but it's kind of rewarding because I like working with kids. But because of the coronavirus, we were like we couldn't work, so I was getting the unemployment plus all the extra money that the government was giving to people that was like, I guess if you filed unemployment or something, and but that gave me time to just do the things that I love because I was at home bored, and I took an acting class online, and because of that, I got signed to an agency, and that really what jump started my whole acting career. Like I've always done acting, but theater was my passion. Like I love to sing, I love to dance. I'm I'm a showman, but that was my first time doing like film, and that's the one major thing that I know, like 2020, the coronavirus, that got me to my brought me to my love of acting.
No, I agree. Now, the next segment I want to talk to you about, and for our wrestling fans, tonight on Peacock. Actually, yes, it is available on Peacock, but it's also available on the USA Network. You can watch it on TV or on Apple TV. If you have an Apple TV, make sure to download and watch the USA Network and Peacock to watch Friday Night SmackDown. Are you a professional wrestling fan?
I am. I love wrestling. I watch it all the time. I'm a little bit behind, but I be trying to keep up. I'll be watching YouTube clips that with the highlights of what be going on, and I'm a little bit behind. I need to get caught up a little bit, but yeah, I'm a huge fan. Like I don't know. I don't know. The whole bloodline thing is getting deep. It's getting deep.
No, I agree. For me, 2002, 2003, that's when it was entertainment. I love the Ruthless Aggression era. That, to me, was the point of wrestling. And don't get me wrong, I like the golden age, I like the next generation. Attitude era, I can take it or leave it. Ruthless aggression era from 2002 to 2003, that was the best for me.
Um, so wrestling is weird. My grandmother, she's like this old, rest her soul. She was this old lady and she watched wrestling every time it came on. That's like it was important for her. And I remember watching it back then. I remember watching it to like up to like the eighth grade. And then somewhere down the road, I can't even remember when it was. My brother says he thinks we stopped watching it around the John Cena years. And like we just kind of stopped watching it. And then I made a friend like 2 or 3 years ago and he watches it all the time. And because he was watching it, I got sucked back in. So I've just like, as of like 3 years ago, starting to get back into it. But we used to love it back then. I don't even remember what happened. Like we back in the 90s and stuff, it was like a Super Bowl or something. It was a big deal. I agree. So definitely agree with you.
Understand?
But I do think it's getting good again. Give it a
Yeah.
chance. It's getting good again.
No, absolutely. Well, first off, Beautiful Women, number one. And the women's wrestling gotten so much better. It was creepy as hell back in it. And now I feel old. I'm 37. It was creepy though, 20 what? 20 years ago, 25 years ago. Now I was so excited when they introduced the women's tag team titles. Now they have their United States title and the Intercontinental title. And about time they got what they deserved.
I agree. How do you feel about Rhea Ripley?
No, she's really good. I like her a lot more than China. I mean, China opened the door for everyone, but Rhea Ripley,
Uh, uh are you serious? That is a far stretch right there. I no Rhea Ripley and China. I don't couldn't even compare the two. But because one thing I do not like about Rhea Ripley, and I don't like it. I think this is WWE like across the board. Like I don't like how the girls can like interfere with the guys'
yeah,
fights and like slap them and stuff, and then the guys can't really do anything back.
this is dumb. And
I
I
mean,
don't
we
like,
all know it's wrestling. Like you don't have to like kick like drill her in the face, but like I don't know. I
I'm not,
don't know. I don't know how to say this. Like I just feel like it's not fair. Like why can Rhea Ripley jump in all these guys fight and they can't hit her back? Or
well, they're trying to make her like China. And supposedly the rumor was she was supposed to be Intercontinental champion. But
well,
they,
then she got hurt, didn't it?
I'm sorry?
She got hurt. I think that's what stopped that.
Yeah, since he came back.
Yeah. So I don't know. Her time's coming. I will. Fun fact for you. I know Bianca Belair.
Well, no, hey, you can put a good word. Well, I mean, yes, if you can put a good word in for me, I appreciate that. But I know she's under contract, and I know back then Vince was very selective of who he let stars out to. But if you can help me out, I appreciate that.
Well, I don't know her that well, but basically, she's from Knoxville, where I'm from, and we kind of. I think she might be like only like 2 years older than me, but she used to run track, and my cousin, I had cousins and stuff that used to run with her, and I kind of knew her through them. So like we're friends on Facebook, like her actual page, and we're just so proud of her, like that she's from Knoxville and everything. Like you can't say anything about her bad in Knoxville, and people were gonna get mad. I went to the well, I can't remember if it was SmackDown or Raw. I think that was like a year and a half ago. I'm not sure, but they were in Knoxville, and so many people had the Bianca like shirts on because it was her hometown, and I actually had one made. So I still wear it to this day. I would go get it, but it's I don't know where it's upstairs somewhere.
Well, if you're interested, tomorrow on Peacock, and I think it's like $10 a month. Maybe it's going up to
I
14.
already have Peacock. I'm already planning on watching
Oh, so
it. I
oh,
told you I watch wrestling.
well, you beat me to the punch. Tomorrow at 8 p.m., it will be WWE Elimination Chamber. I can't
I
wait for the
know.
two matches.
Um, who do you think's got it? What's your prediction?
I personally I would pick CM Punk, but I think because it's going to be a bad guy. If a champion is a heel, then it's going to be a baby face. And not talking like a wrestling mark or anything. But if a champion's a bad guy, then it's going to be a good guy. If it's a good guy, it's going to be a bad guy. I think Drew McIntyre, he deserves it. But I personally would have picked, CM Punk.
I don't know. I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, absolutely. So the next subject I want to talk to you about is social media. With everything that you accomplish in your life, do you give thanks to Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn for giving you opportunities that you wouldn't have without them?
Absolutely. Because like I said before, I am a musical artist and I have always used my social media to promote myself. I'll post my songs on there. I'll post the links to my events, my websites, whatever I got going on. I may just tell everybody I'm performing here or there. It's definitely been a way for me to get it out there, but I wouldn't say it's 100% gets all the glory because I do a lot of texting people about stuff that's going on, calling people. Like I do the legwork too, but I definitely believe that social media has been a way for me to like get it out there to a mass audience quicker than having to like pass out flyers or I'm a promoter at the end of the day. So I can promote online. And I remember I'm part of that generation before Facebook too.
Right.
So I remember having to go places and promote word of mouth. I remember having a phone connected to your house.
No, I give you an example. Because we're in about the same generation. Because my brother has an art kit in the basement. So he used to go physically get in the car and go in person and say, hey, this is what I do. This is my work. Now I mean, it's not, say, easy. I mean, it's kind of lazy. All you have to do is press a button. It's convenient, but you take away the in-person aspect of okay, there's some people you want to meet and there's some people you want to keep at arm's length, but you want to go be interactive. You want to have that human connection of saying, hey, I'm doing this. I'm a real deal. Anyone can have a freaking phone, website. There's been actually saw recently an advertisement saying, "Hey, you want to have a faceless account and have millions of people following you?" And I'm like, "What's the point? People are gonna think you're a bot then." But you have to show people you have the heart and passion, like what I did. I've been doing this for 12 and a half years, and that's the next question I'm going to talk to you about people with disabilities. I'm showing people with disabilities and without disabilities. You have to have the heart and passion to do what you want day in, day out. You have to eat, not actually, you have to eat shit to get to what you want and say, hey, I may not be qualified or educated, but look at the statement that I left behind. Do you agree or disagree with that statement?
I absolutely agree with you, but I will add a but.
Okay.
So here's my but. In my experience, um, I have used social media as a tool for mass promotion. However, I have used it as a tool for micro promotion as well. For instance, um, when I'm throwing an event such as a burlesque show or something like that, or a party, I will go to a karaoke bar or somewhere social, and I will talk to those people and tell them what I got going on. But instead of handing them a physical flyer, I will get their Instagram and send it to them in a message.
Right.
So I'm still doing the same thing I did back then in a personal way. So there is a way to combine the two where it works in your favor. And I can use social media to get to the people I can't reach and also use social media to get to the people that I can reach.
Yeah, I agree. So let me ask you, have you, besides me, obviously, have you worked with people with learning disabilities and disabilities? And how can people with disabilities get in contact with you if they want to work with you?
Well, I have worked with people with disabilities before. It's kind of holds a special place in my heart. My I grew up from the age of like 8 to like 27 taking care of, ooh, and I didn't mean to age myself like that. But I took care of my grandmother, who both of her legs were amputated and she was blind, and that was very difficult. But it was an experience that I would never take away, and I wish I could have her here with me today. Then I believe that's what started that special place that I hold in my heart for people with disabilities. When I got to high school, there was a mentorship like class where it kind of taught us how to like work with them in a classroom setting, almost like if you were wanting to be a teacher when you got older. And so we were in the class with those kids. It was like only like 3 people that were selected a semester to do it. And I was one of those 3, or it might have been 4. And we did that, and it was a very rewarding experience. I still remember a lot of the kids that I worked with, and even in my job that I do today as a photographer, both in my preschool photography and in my when I'm at a studio doing photography, kids come in all the time, adults come in all the time with disabilities, and I still have to find the beauty and make them look beautiful and feel confident in their pictures. So it's definitely something that I'm not strange to. And I will say to anybody that wants to reach out to me for an interview or a friend, or if they just like my music and want to tell me they like it or whatever, I don't care. Hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I don't care. I would love to collaborate with whoever if they want to do videos. I mean, write songs together, anything. I mean, if they, I if movies, productions, whatever, or just being a friend. I am a type of person that I am open minded.
Absolutely. Now we're going to wrap up the show, but I want you to be brutally honest.
Oh,
So when I first approached you to be a guest on my show, when you got that message, what made you say yes, and how do you feel now?
what made me say yes was that you were very vulnerable in your message. You said to me a descriptive message about your disability and the things that you went through and the labels that were bestowed upon you. And you've taken that and have a talk show. I think it's inspiring. And that's the type of stuff I want to do. Those are the type of people I want to be around. So I was like, absolutely. This may not be a show with 100 million followers. It's going to make me as famous as Michael Jackson. But I would much rather, like you said, the legacy that you leave behind. And a lot of people come up to me and tell me that I inspired them, because I'm someone that's out here, trying to pursue my dreams. And a lot of people do give up on their dreams, or when life happens, they just ball up and go on autopilot. But to me, being a Black man, and this is the last day of Black History Month, so all the stuff that my ancestors went through, it's a miracle that I'm here talking to you right now, like to survive slavery, Jim Crow, segregation. And this is not that long ago, because my grandmother was born in 1919. So all the stuff that we went through and that I'm still going through, I can never compare to someone with disabilities, but I definitely know what it's like to feel different. And so that's why I don't judge. And that's why if anybody, as long as you don't judge me, I won't judge you.
No, absolutely. Hey, everyone's more than welcome to be on my show. You give me respect, I give you respect. And it's all about supporting each other.
Absolutely.
But with that being said, wrapping up, how do you feel now, and would you recommend it to everyone who wants to be on my show, who are hesitant?
I absolutely would recommend, because why not? Why not have a cool conversation with, a cool guy, and, promote yourself, promote him, promote each other, and just have a good time. Why not? That's what I have to say. Why not? What's stopping you? You know what I mean? Why not? Take a chance. Who knows? Maybe somebody watching this show may watch this show and say, hey, that Keith guy's, I might want to put him on my TV show or something. I might see you a year from now, you're on TV doing the same thing, and it could just because of this episode or whatever. And I don't want to block any blessing or opportunity that could come for me. And if I can grant an opportunity for someone else, why not? In the same way. So, I scratch your back, you scratch mine. So I just feel like everybody needs to look at it like that. I'm the type of friend, let me tell you something. I have a friend, he's a dancer. And we were at a club one day, and there was a big circle, and the host was like, do we have any dancers in the house? And I was like, right here, right here. And he was like, no, no, no. And I literally pushed him in the middle of the circle. And you know what he did? He started. And then and then people were throwing money at him. He made $20 or something like that. And then he ended up, when we left, he thanked me for doing that, because, he wouldn't have done it had I not been there. But he's a great dancer. So I'm through rambling. I'm sorry.
No, you did fine. But I do have a couple questions for you off the air. But this interview will be shared on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all social medias. You're obligated to share it as well. Our goal is to reach 500 and more views. Definitely leave a comment, because we would like to hear from you and interact with you. Until we meet again, it was a real honor and privilege, and I'll catch you later. Thank you, and have a good night.
Bye, everybody.
Supporting me, and my message is all that